I'm Joanne Ciconte and I drive in the F1 Academy 2025 season with MP Motorsport, sponsored by Weller Professionals. So I'm 16 years old, driving a Formula 4 car. The highest top speed I've reached is around 250 kilometres, which is a bit ironic. In Australia, you can get your learners at 16 years old. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time since I've been in and out of the country, but I hope to get my learners soon. That's my number one goal for when I'm back, but yeah. The Formula One Academy has a huge support with Formula One, and we race around the world, racing at some of the biggest Formula One Grand Prix. So some of those circuits included Shanghai, we raced at Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, we went to Miami, then we went to Zandvoort, which was in the Netherlands, Montreal, Singapore, and the last round was at Las Vegas. So this season has been super chaotic. I've actually transitioned my racing life over to Europe, meaning this year I've spent at least 6 months overseas. I've had over 50 flights this year, so it's been chaotic. Every day looks like a training day for me, whether it's physically in the gym, mentally preparing, I'm doing computerized simulation, even track time. Every single weekend for me is a training weekend or a race weekend, and it's been like that since the karting days. You know, I'm 16 years old at the moment, but I put in so much dedication and sacrifice, missing out on birthdays and events, but it's for what I love. So for me, every day is a training day, and that's how my success comes. My motorsport journey started with my family, especially from my brother. So my father did go-karting himself when he was younger. He didn't take it any more serious than it was, other than a passion. Unfortunately, after he had a family, he realised and regretted that, and he gave that opportunity to my younger brother, who's 2 years younger than me. And I was always such a sporty kid when I was younger. I would spend my recess and lunches always playing some form of sport. And I remember seeing my brother driving and taking his helmet off with a huge smile. And for me, that was so intriguing, and it looked like so much fun. I would have to continuously convince my dad to allow me to have a drive. Unfortunately, there wasn't any females in that era, 2018, 2019, for him to have a gauge if I would like the sport. But eventually I got that chance and I got that drive, and I did a few laps and I fell in love with it completely. In karting, it's always been a daughter and dad team. I raced against people who would have teams with huge trucks and mechanics, and for me it was quite the opposite. We would have a van and it would just be dad and I working on the kart, working on the data together, and from then that kind of created the driver that I am today, more hardworking in that sense, and being fine with driving with old tyres, and that's developed the driver that I am today. So I started go-karting at 9 years old. Eventually it turned more and more competitive. Every weekend was packed with races, and I did go-karting for about 5.5 years. So it started from club level to state level to national level, and then eventually I wanted to make a transition into cars. I felt like I didn't find myself with what I wanted to do until the Ferrari Driver Academy Girls on Track Challenge came about. I got chosen as one of 8 girls for that, so I went all the way to Italy. I did a shootout camp, and that was the first time I was put in a Formula 4 car, and that was the moment where I knew this is what I wanted to do. I made it onto the final round, which we drove at the iconic Maranello circuit in Italy, which is the Ferrari circuit. From that event, I got noticed by my management team, which is Giancarlo Fisichella. He's a former Formula One driver, and Marco Cioci, GT champion. And to have them as my biggest mentors in my motorsport career it's outrageous. Being part of the F1 Academy has been a dream. Since I was a kid, I just missed out on having a female inspiration, and to participate in the biggest series for women in motorsport, being only 16 years old, becoming an inspiration for the younger generation really means a lot, and I'm really excited to see what it brings me for the future. I think that we will see possibly a female in Formula One in the next 7 or 8 years, and I'm hoping to be that female in Formula One, if not the first Australian female in Formula One.